Hello and welcome to Art with Mrs. Beaufeaux. Today we're going to look at one of my favorite stone cold weirdos of art, Salvador Dali. Then we're going to create an image that's a little bit like his famous portrait of the elephants. He's a famous surrealist. We're going to explore that term. What does not look real about this image? Is there something that you're noticing right off the bat that doesn't look very real? That's the long legs, and that's a flavor of Salvador Dali and his surrealist artworks. Salvador Dali is a Spanish surrealist painter who was born on May 11th, 1904 and passed away on January 23rd, 1989. He was from Catalonia, Spain, and here are a couple fun facts. He believed he was a reincarnation of his dead brother. He was kicked out of art school twice. He grew up as a Catholic, and he is the most famous of all surrealist artists. Let's take a gander at some of his most famous pieces of art. This is one of my most famous pieces of art. It's called the Lobster Telephone and was created in 1936. You can tell it's surrealism because it's taking two real objects and putting them in a place that would never exist. And that's the same with this next one. This one's called the Persistence of Memory. And look at those melting clocks. Memory is something that stays with you forever but can fade over time. Here is the artwork named The Elephants. It was created in 1944 and will be the inspiration for our project today. Elephants are real, but this is surrealism because something's going on in the image that isn't normal. It's those super long legs. As we always do, we'll start our project with name, date, and class on the back. Then we're going to take a moment to fold this paper in half crisply. We want the open flap to be facing away from us and the folded side to be close to our tummy. This is going to help with our creation today. We'll get started with our project today, creating this elephant image. I want you to notice how I'm taking my time using different styles of line, going curves, and doing some sharp points to make sure that every piece of this elephant makes sense to my eye. I hope you're noticing how one of my ears is in the background and looks a little smaller. It's also covered up by the main big ear. As we're adding more details, I'm going to add a nice rug and a little hut on top of my elephant, kind of like how people in India would ride on top of the elephants. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold that image and add those super long surrealist legs. Let's see that horizon line. Do you notice how I'm not cutting off my legs? That's a super important part. For this project today, we're going to be using some soft pastels. These are also called colored chalk in different places. They look a little messy here, but when we are able to put that on the paper, it's going to be really nice and pigmented. I want you to notice that some of our chalk is cylindrical, having those rounded shapes, and some is like cubular or rectangular. Okay, it has some sharp points. I'm also going to be utilizing a tissue today to help blend those colors in. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. After I've taken time with my tissue to blend those colors together, I'm going to go back in with black soft pastel and create those final details. So I hope you saw that I was using that tissue to blend in my background image and the foreground image. Okay, so I've got my stand, I've got my main subject is the funny long-legged elephant, I've got kind of a cool sunset in the background. I've decided to back it with this purple because I think it pulls that nice magenta and the purple that I did inside the elephant. It pops out to your eye a little bit more. To complete the project, I put my name on the bottom so that it's ready to hang in any show. This has been Art with Mrs. Beaufeaux. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.